Now this is really, really big one.
Yeah,
Sirisha
I
cleared
agree.
PMP with all above target just few minutes back. Now that is
Yes,
really, really interesting. So she joined us in batch 13
yes.
and she worked really, really hard. And today I'm extremely proud to say that she has cleared PMP exam. So Srisha, this is your journey. Share it in any way that you like. Go ahead. You have the mic with you. Cleared PMP exam.
Thank you so much, Amer. I should actually thank my friend who introduced me to you. She's Shweta. She passed her PMP in August, and that is where she's the one who introduced you to me. And I
Okay.
joined your course, and rest all is like your perseverance and your road following your roadmap consistently and doing the marks and prep and uh, your inputs were there continuously throughout my journey, so helped me a lot.
Okay, let's talk about a little bit about the 6 days program.
Yeah.
Although you are not like, I would like to say some few things there. Our program start on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Friday actually you are working. So how
Yes.
did you cover those material back?
So those ones, with you used to share the video links and all the documents and slides and all that we have discussed in the classes. So that helped me a lot too. I mean, attending the classes was one thing, and I used to watch all your coaching calls after you record and send them. Send me the links.
That,
I
that's
never.
That's interesting thing is like I really like the thing what Sirisha basically does. I always message her, we are gonna have coaching call at this time, and she always have a message, thank you. I have an office. I will watch it at this particular time.
The
So
same text
yeah,
every
yeah.
single time.
Kind of, she has copied it. I will watch record it. So although
Hmm.
all of our coaching calls were not recorded and uploaded, but whatever we can record, we shared with her, and she did
Hmm.
watch all those recorded. A
Yeah.
few things I want to share about her, and then very interesting thing. So she did everything in a very fast pace. In a very fast pace, she was doing. And suddenly, Sisha, how many days before you told me I have exam?
That was epic. 1 week before the exam.
Yeah, now you see, my roadmap works like this way for everyone who's watching 50, 50, 50 questions of each topic. Then we move towards my 6 mocks, and then uh, I give my students prepcast and they work on that for the time thing. Now, that was an interesting thing. She hasn't done the all 6 mocks. So, how many mocks we did?
3 marks.
3 marks. So I have to customize schedule for that, customize schedule for that in that way that she can uh, do it. And she did it. She was kind of like very skeptical when we had a long conversation.
Yeah.
And the reason was in last few days her health deteriorated and
Yes.
she was kind of skeptical we cannot do, but when I gave her the mock and she shared the result with me, I was 100% confident. I told her, no, no worries, no worries, you are gonna do it. And then finally when we worked on the 60 question, I told her she would do it. So let's talk about the call last night, but I call before exam. So what do you think about that call? How much that is important?
That helped me a lot, Amir, because even though I did the mocks and the prepcast uh, tests, um, I wasn't 100% sure. I wanted to discuss with you that what went wrong with my preparation, where I lacked confidence. But that call helped me gain some confidence about you know that helped me a lot in like performing and
Okay.
also managing time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that's a very important thing. So let's talk about time management.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, there are two things, two parameters of PMP exam. One parameter is time management. One of the most. The second is the knowledge one. So let's talk about time management.
So for the time, I had those check marks when it started at 230 minutes, and then 150 minutes stop point, and then 70 minutes stop point, and I went with that. It took me a bit more than what I've expected, a
How
bit
much?
more time.
How much you took?
I took the same 80, 80, and 70. I went by that rule, but when I was doing the mocks, I was able to finish it earlier. But
Okay.
in the actual exam, I had to strictly maintain that time.
And that's a good thing. So let's talk about the questions of the exam. So how were the questions of exam structure?
I mean the complexity or the
Both.
yeah, there were both sides. Like in the tough questions, I noticed that they were like those questions were tough to me um, when I noticed two close options. Like there were two close options,
Okay.
and I took a lot of time judging between those two options, which one would be the correct option.
Okay. So
That was
that
the problem for the yeah,
the Udemy mocks that you did, how much they were helpful?
very helpful, I would say, Amit.
Very, very,
Yeah,
very helpful.
yeah,
And the context of the questions, how much the context of the question were the same as that you did in Udemy?
yeah. The context was more or less the same, but then the not a repetition of the same questions. The context was imbibed, but it's not the same questions that repeated. But
Of course, those were
yeah,
my questions.
yeah,
Those were
just
those
saying.
questions, interestingly, were not my question. Those questions were certified PMP's question. You know, we
Yeah.
have 200 now with you. I guess we
Mm.
have 200. What was the number? I shared it.
247.
Yeah, 247 certified PMP with you now. So, and also other PMP that we did last year, 111 certified PMP. So, those mocks are actually made by those students.
Hmm.
So that's why they were more relevant. And of course, we
Yes,
one of the fundamentals, and I will ask you to make the question in the end. One
yeah,
of the fundamental principles that I always follow for all my students, code of ethics, we are not allowed to share questions, the real exam
yes,
questions.
yes, yeah,
That is a very important thing that we need to follow when we are working on. Okay, let's talk more about the exam. So, which
yeah.
portion was mostly in your exam?
Uh, I took more time for people. Like I also said in yesterday's our call yesterday and also a week before that I'm not confident about the people part,
Yeah,
but
but
but surprisingly, my scores are good in people than process. But process, I was very confident in today's exam. Also, process was I'm very confident with the process part because it is from your classes that the concept was clear uh, with the whole um, class the course that you've
okay.
given us.
Okay. That's a good thing. Okay, what about other portions? Team area. How much the team area was that in the exam?
Team area was, I mean, most of I would say more than close to 70%, Amir, was related to
Hmm.
team and
What
people.
period?
Even
Team.
in the, yeah,
Yeah, stakeholder communication. That area
yes,
was mostly highlighted in the
exactly,
PM.
exactly. Yeah.
And okay, now that's an important thing to understand how the exam is structured. What about risk, quality, and procurement?
Um, Risk, quality, and procurement. The thing is, the questions seemed like they're a mix of um, process and people. Like, you know, it's like a mix of both these. It's
Okay.
I wouldn't say there is a mix of team concept in the risk part and also quality part. how would you react when the team does this in terms of risk or in terms of quality and
Okay,
such stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. What about business environment? How many questions were related to compliance? Compliance, actually. When I was
Compliance, I would say compliance was close to less than 10. Yeah.
okay, 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 and like scope. When I say scope, I meant to say more of a scope, predictive scope. Were there any direct questions from them, especially tools and technique questions?
No,
No.
not at all. None.
As a general in the entire PMP, any questions on tools and technique?
No,
Any
just
questions?
one, just one I remember
Mhm.
asking which,
You can share. You cannot share. You cannot share.
yeah, okay. But there's only one question which is not very direct. It
Okay.
is
Any
also
question on
concept oriented.
input and output?
No,
That's good. That's good.
none at all. Yeah.
Okay. So all the questions were situational questions.
Yes, situational, mostly situational questions.
Any critical path question?
Just one.
You have to calculate critical path in that.
No, no calculations.
Mm. No
And
calculation. No critical path.
no calculations. Yeah, it's
How,
just situation.
how many drags and drop?
Drags and drops, none.
No drags and drop. No, that's an interesting thing because
None at all. I was surprised too. But there was an option which is not correct. There was an option related to drags and drops, but which was not relevant to the
okay.
question,
How many
like that.
questions? Multiple options.
A lot of them. A lot of them. I would say in 180 questions, those were the most difficult part for me. Like multiple options, very near options that seemed correct.
Okay.
Over
But
30
it's
or
okay.
40, I would say.
But
Were
it's okay. It's like very. These are the few questions. Even if you are not sure, I don't think so. We should put over like analysis by paralysis. We shouldn't go with that thing for few
yeah,
questions. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Any fill in the blanks?
Sorry,
Any fill in the blanks?
no,
No fill in the blanks.
no.
Okay. Any question uh, of uh, hotspot on which you have to check on graph?
Yes.
How
Oh,
many?
I'm sorry. Drag and drops also were there. I now remember two of them.
Yeah,
Two drag and drops
yeah, I was like,
and
yeah, very
yeah,
much, yeah, very much confused. Okay, two drags and drop are okay.
and two graphs.
Yeah, two graphs. Okay, that is okay. Okay, your final advice, Srisha.
My final advice is to have a roadmap,
Okay,
and then follow that strictly, and do how many ever coaching calls and how many ever mocks as possible,
okay,
keeping the concept in mind, what you've given or what we have studied,
okay,
keeping that in mind, how we use it to solve the questions,
okay.
and root cause analysis.
And root
Main
cause.
helped me a lot. For every single test I've done the root cause. I've never missed a root cause.
Okay,
That helped me
okay.
a lot.
Srisha, Moin is asking the length of the questions. What the same as in my mocks? In 50
Yes,
questions. Yeah. So
yes.
length of the mocks,
Length
length of
was length
length
for
was.
a few questions are. I mean, it's two sentenced or three sentenced. A few involved a lot of reading, but it's similar to your mocks. Yes,
It was similar to my mocks.
yes.
So that's an important thing. Sirisha, I really love that thing when I put last night that Khabe post and you said that Khabe is right. So now I'm going to ask an interesting question I never asked anyone.
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, 1 mean you remember net promoter score? We did
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yes, yes.
From 1 to 10, how much likely you will refer this program to someone, especially those who want to clear in December. 1, not at all. 10, of course, I'm going to refer right now.
Do you think there's any doubt? I would give 10.
So I just wanted to make
10 on
sure
10.
10 and 10. So, Srisha, we have students from your batch still, and a lot of students. In matter of fact, you are, I guess, the fourth certified PMP for your group.
Mm.
So now the responsibility lies on your hand. Rizwan, Bilal, everyone who has cleared in your batch, each one teach one. You guys
Yeah,
need to push the students, help them, give a hand. That is very important thing. Each one teach one. That is
yeah,
my mantra of life, and that's why I have 800 videos on YouTube. Okay,
definitely, Amar.
and
Definitely.
800 videos, and let me put you, I don't put ads on my videos. I can, I don't need it because that's my give back to the community. Second thing, Sirisha, from your side, when did you attend classes? She was in batch 13, Moin. So, Moin, I'm gonna call you after this thing. Moin is my one-to-one student, so he's also from your time zone, so he's up.
Oh,
Right? Very few people from Dubai, Pakistan, India is up. I'm a person who don't sleep, who does not like to sleep actually in night. So I'm up.
that is one thing I don't understand. Whenever I text you, whenever I ask you something, I get reply right
Yeah,
away. I
yeah.
was like, he's never sleeping.
My sleeping patterns are very weird. My
Yeah,
sleeping pattern, like 30 minutes ago, I was feeling sleepy. Then I have had a cup of tea. Now I'm not gonna sleep till 3 hours. So I sleep. Now that's the beauty of being a businessman. You can sleep whenever you want, and you cannot sleep at all sometimes. So it works both way. I love
yeah,
it. Okay. So second thing is that I will request you to make PMP questions, and
yeah.
of course we will help you into that, and we will help you in the 60 PDUs you need to gain. I will tell you later on about that. And
Sure.
the final thing, Sarisha,
Yeah,
you just gave exam. I know
yeah.
your condition before the exam. I don't
Yes.
want to get, I don't want to get
Even in
into
the
it.
exam, I faced it. In the second module, it started, but then I was able to. I took the breaks. Um,
Mm,
breaks helped me a lot.
breaks help you a lot.
Taking a break in that situation helped me a lot. Yeah.
And deep breathing you did? Deep
Yes, I
breathing.
did. I did. Even my daughter was teaching me deep breathing techniques before the exam.
Sarisha, I'll recommend you
Yeah.
do meditation.
Yeah.
Write down on Google what is name. You can do meditation of anyone, but Mind Valley is a good.
Mm,
It's a good meditation from Mind Valley. They are
okay.
freely available, 15-20 minutes. I highly recommend for you or anyone who's watching. I do regular meditation. Regular
No.
means 2 or 3 or 5 times whenever I require. I need to do it to control my anger. So, so,
Yeah.
so Sirisha, I really feel proud with that conditions you went today and you just nailed it.
Thank
Like
you so much,
it
Abhi.
means, you know what the last line I said yesterday, passing the exam is target.
Yes, yes.
All above target is cherry on top.
I really
And
enjoyed the exam, Amir, and I didn't feel the pressure after the call, after our call yesterday. I enjoyed the exam when I did.
okay, so that's a good thing, no? That's a good thing because you were working nice and you enjoyed it, and I am happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that thing, and really I feel proud with that. And I hope you best of luck, and you get well soon. Now this month, please don't take any kind of hard work. For
Yeah.
complete 1 month, relax. It's a
Yeah.
Christmas month.
Yes.
You're in Canada or in US?
In Canada.
Yeah, so your Thanksgiving was way
In
before.
October. Yeah.
Yeah, in October. So Christmas month is coming. So just relax. Holidays are coming. The weather is good. So relax.
Yeah.
Get well soon. Help other PMP aspirant. And of
Sure, Amir.
course, final thing that you deserve it. Enjoy, man.
Thank you so much, Amir.
With
Thank you.
that, namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye.